as a 1-inch punch, like that. Because raising the arm,
get closer before you actually hit something.
yeah, raising the arm too much, see like that it's gonna go thunk, and it's actually not gonna hit anything in particular. So you want to get under it like this. Bam. Yeah. Bam. Yep. There you go. Okay. And then they back up, and it's bam. It's a fall. Okay. So the next one is it's probably a new opponent. So each of these sometimes are different segments. So first one is someone is a bit more mid-distance, and solar plexus face. So bam, bam. So we've made them not be able to breathe, break their nose and their teeth, then bash across this way. So that functions basically like a hook punch. So it's just jab, jab, more like uppercut, jab, hook punch. So 1, 2, 3. Get into this position. We use it like a pool cue. Bash across the face as it comes up, and then hook, pull. Yeah. So give that a try.
You'd be such a nice guy. I'm wondering what gives you this vivid ass, thick ass fucking imagination.
That would be my influence.
Okay. So it's solar plexus in face.
Yes. So now it's hook punch.
Hook punch.
Bam. Yep. Then you grab and not across. Just you pull cue.
Oh, cue. Okay.
Yeah. So you
Boom.
pull cue so that you can go
Boom.
bash past them.
Boom. Boom.
Yep. Correct. Yes. Mm-hmm. All right. And hook. And you, when you hook, you transfer to two-handed grip, and then you pop it straight out. So like this. So I hook to this position, then this is already in position to do the pull. So bam, like this. But bam, so I can go through the face, stuff like that.
So say keep backing up from
Here, and so I bash through the target, boom, and I can just turn it and go straight back. Yes, and then pull it right in.
Okay, spikes on.
Yep. So that was me going.
Going backwards worse because you put more pressure and you walk backwards.
Well, that was me going. So imagine.
It's probably pierced your neck.
Yeah. So that's why a trick is, you could just have it straight down, but if you turn it to like a 7 o'clock position, you'll hit their spine. So that's going
or at the very least
a
the
lot
shoulder
worse.
blade and
Yes.
the meat in between the
Mhm.
two.
So now we've taken care of that guy. He's done. He's got a hole in his back and his concussion and his broken knee. So now we are here. Like, so as an example, just because that's where you are right now. Okay. So we turn, and his friend is running at us, and we happen to be like this. Bam, to stop. So go 1, and because I stopped him sooner, he's further away from me. So I'm going to come for a wider swing to bash across the face and cover the distance to his knee. So this is also assuming that he has a bit of forward momentum. Like if somebody's sprinting at you, bash is not going to send them backwards necessarily. They'll stop in one position, bam, bam. Then this right here, and 2 could be under there. And so he backs up a bit more. After that, I switch positions, bash across the face. So what this is for is not just fooling around. It can be used as a distraction because the bad guy doesn't know which way it's coming from, just like loaded nunchucks.
Now, we were talking about ninjas earlier. It's also why ninjas wear their swords on their backs.
Right.
To hide them, to keep them out of the way, and you don't know from where the attack's coming from.
Yeah, did they put the sword upside down or up
Nope,
here?
up here, but the caps would often come out and have poison in it.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, you got this across here. So this could be used Yeah, in those kinds of situations, you could use it while turning. If you needed two overheads.
Remember, you'll catch it easier if you keep
Yeah.
your back straight and your head up.
Yep.
When
Yep.
you start
And then-
turning like this, it gets further away from you.
The way that I make that transition fast is you have to select a marker for yourself. What I do is I make sure that it touches my shoulder back here. So I actually put it here first and then position it over my shoulder. So it's sort of like a handoff. I touch it here and then push it over.
Same thing with rotary stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, rather than trying to hit it blind. Yeah.
Is
So
that left lead or right lead you do it? It's left
your left. Yeah. Yep. So this could be a position here where you could be hiding the cane, kind of.
Yeah,
progressive
if that's
in
at night, that's going to be hard to
Yep.
see. You know, in the
So I can
dark.
just stand here like this, and maybe with this he guesses something's in my right hand. So this is not going to be what he expects. So it's just lots of different options, and also just helps with general dexterity with the weapon. So
Now, is that, when you're spinning it, is that pointing out or pointing in?
I'm always having it like this.
Always pointing?
Yes. Whenever possible. Sometimes yeah. So we struck through there.
Nice. Good transition.
And so now the next two sequences are just repeating. So we'll go to the next new one. Actually, wait, you guys need to try that. So yeah, try that a few times from a defense
And I
perspective.
have to swing.
So it's in your right hand to begin, and you're turning over your left shoulder as the bad guy comes at you, and you thrust at them. Boom! You stop them. It's here. Yeah, it's here. Hook, hook. Yeah. So you turn and you mash here. Then hook, hook. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you turn and jab middle. Yep. And jab face. And then then you step forward to the left, cut across, and strike.
So after the jab in the face,
Yes,
then you transition, you just come up to the shot here.
correct.
And here you go.
It's here, one over the shoulder, bam. There you go.
So here,
Correct. So you just for this one, actually, yeah, you'll end up in the same position for this part of the form because you'll be starting over with this. Yeah.
so you do it here.
Correct. So you come through, now right here. So the next one is, what if somebody throws a punch at you? What are your options? So you don't just keep the cane in your left hand. So well, now this is a new scenario. So so he throws that punch. I hook it to the side. If I happen to rake him as I go, so much the better. And then I follow and go into the throat. Step in, surprise, ding, back fist the temple right there, disconnect, up the face, down the face. Yes. So you're hooking it and you're humiliating them a bit by you can pull with this, like number two.
So if you get into the butt, that's fine. The taint or the groin, the testicles
We
itself.
have these special that could pierce.
Rip.
Yep. Yeah, you're going up here, whack,
Anything
Right on
under
up
there
here.
is going to be painful.
bam, bam, anywhere. is
Didn't
painful.
be having that's first.
Even if you got around and hit one of the butt cheeks,
Yep,
it's
it's
going
still-
to just jab like crazy.
And then you're basically actually that I did it with the other hand, but it still works. So left hand punch. So that's here, jab, step underneath, boom, like this. Actually, that's the left-handed side. Let me see. I'm getting it turned around because I started this way. So here, back the other direction, and this way. Okay. So on this one, yes. So as they punch right-handed, you are in a left-handed stance now, because this is at the second time.
Flip yours a little.
So the hook is to the right.
Okay.
So that's where we hook, jab into their neck, switch hands,
Right.
big underneath.
This way, big underneath.
big
fist there.
back fist, disconnect, up, down. So give that a shot. So you have it in your with left hand forward. Start. So it's in your left hand and right, basically hook position like that. So so bad guy throws a right-handed punch. You hook, follow, throw. Yep. Slip underneath. Grab. Yep. Wow. Just
So think about that as a ton harmonious spring.
there you go.
That's exactly what that move is. It's a ton harmonious
Start
spring.
out.
Yep. Yeah.
They know you can time with a stick.
With
course you
plenty of opportunity for accidental damage on that hook, because this is possible with the hook turned this way, but this can just rip pieces of the forearm on the way. Okay. So
that hook to the groin is just a grab.
Yeah, it's anywhere.
Ow!
Gotcha.
So if you're doing it with your hands, it's just a grab and then a punch.
Yep.
You got their junk in your hand, you're squeezing it, and then you knock them off. It's gonna hurt.
That's right.
All of these are JKD moves.
I tell you, it's pretty goddamn badass.
Try to keep that in mind.
Now, so Chet, when you do that, make sure you work on your range and targeting. So for that, make sure that you're following the arm and touching the throat. Change the hook to put your left hand. So left hand forward, so it's hook this way, bam, bam.
Same move.
Yep, and then follow, hit the throat. There you go. Then when you step with your right foot, make sure that this is aimed at going between the leg.
And then you got
my martial arts stuff.
Then you pull it out, you go up and down.
I got
And then you punch them, and then you uppercut and hammer.
Yes.
It's the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
They're all JKD moves. Don't get too confused.
Same stuff I've been practicing.
Stuff you guys have been practicing for years.
Yeah, it's hook here. You hold this with your left hand.
So I think I'll punch it again.
For this right punch.
Right.
Yes. So your left hand and left foot forward. Yeah. That's 1, 2. So make sure for that one, the easiest way to make sure you get a good target is to actually just grind up here and run into the neck.
Why, this is my favorite weapon.
Mine too.
Yep. Then you step forward.
I've done since I'm 22.
Switch hands. Go
Punch her in
underneath
the back.
all the way. Yep. Then you hold. You keep that in there. Keep that in there. Then you make sure it's held like this. Other way. There you go. Yeah. Then you pull it back fist. Boom. Disconnect. Up, down. There you go. Okay. So next segment is fencing. So we've got somebody who's coming at us with a stick, and they know what they're doing with it. So what they are doing for this combo is they are attacking right, left, and down. Like that. Okay, so the combo is right, left, down this way, this side. Here. Then good guy riposts with up here, so you block, and then block down there. Here. Then you are going to try to lunge forward and get me. I do a shuffle backwards and bash over there. So you have experience with it. So it's right, left, down low, right, left, down low. Then I riposte and block. Then you lunge forward. Like what you'll do is come forward with that. Yes. So here we go.
Hey.
Yeah. So that's what the big shuffle backwards is I'm going to reach out there with that. So the main thing to work on with this is proper parrying. With something of this weight, if you attempt to use your wrist to flick this, you can see how it just wants to keep going. So you'll be able to do it once, and then they'll get you at the other side. So what you do instead is you try to keep the point up, and you go across, down. Then strike, bam, like this. So move with shoulder like this. So we don't want to be windshield wipers. We want to be like it's a torch that we're trying to keep aloft, and then come down here. So it's left, right, down.
Hook punch back fit.
It's more like for these are defenses. So this would be puck. It's more this actually would be like karate fan blocks. It would be here, here, here.
Very
Like
rarely
that.
do you see any swordsman block
Right,
this.
right.
It's always
You'd only be able to do that with a foil, just because it's so light.
Even
Well-
if it's high, it's full on.
Yeah,
You got Puck, Ton, gone.
yeah. 1, 2, 3. Strike, strike. So try that again. So this will be good guy side. So you guys will do the attacking. So 1, 2, 3, and post. Bam. Yes, there you go. So you have to do a big shuffle. So the main thing with this, too, and bad guys can work on their technique as well, is targeting on this when you attack. So we are when the good guys are post. So let's begin the attack. So we got 1, 2, 3. When we repose, we're going for downward slash to the neck, right here. So we're trying to go for carotid essentially, or across the head. So it's here, and then the lower one's going for the knee. Bam. So we're going for head, knee. So one more time. So you just want to work on this being very clean. 1, 2, 3. Bam. Go. This is where we get to implement that fencing footwork that we always talk about. So as he's coming towards us, bam. Yeah.
Hey!
Good. Okay, so what you work on is try to do more chest and shoulder and less wrist. So you want all the way across. This. Be very bold with these. Okay, let's try again. This. Bam. There we go.
That takes you back on 4 o'clock.
Try again.
Hey!
Good. All right. So now we got. You didn't get a chance yet. Okay. So. 1, 2. Yes. Sorry. Let me get it from this position. 1, 2, 3. Then do attack. Yes.
So we can call it a post. So you gotta do it. You know when that-
Yep. And you were going back, back, back. That action right there, that's the riposte. So the same thing with you. You're using your wrist too much. The reason for that is do that block again. Hold it out a little bit further. So I'm just gonna go back and forth here, and then I'll show you. See that?
Yeah.
Not how it curls down. So a swordsman is going to go curl down, thrust.
On the big time.
Yes. So because this puts me in a good position rather than like this with bare hand would be bad. No. You need to be going 1, 2, 3 like this. So not flicking crossways like this, but move the whole hand. So it's on a vertical plane. It's like kind of like Chris talked about it's like one of the central lines. So it's straight up. Bam. And there you go. So you want that to be out and down.
You're already touching yourself.
There you go. So good. Here you want to push with each one. Pop, pop, pop. Yeah. So try not to let it like that.
these motherfuckers are heavy.
Right, but the way you it's don't do this with your hand. Don't curl the pinky like this. Its hand is firm. Boom, boom. So right hand. Oh, okay. So you got here good, and then you went swing like that. See how the point is behind it? Okay. Keep the point and where you're grabbing it in the same plane. Boom, boom.
Nice.
Yes. So we got boom, boom. Yes. So the other thing, remember, is when you do that low one, make sure that this whole thing is past your leg. Because if this is going crossways like this, I just have to thrust in and then I've got you. So you have to get this a full protection. There you go. This way. Yeah. Lead with this bone. More like this. Yeah, so you lead with this outer edge, those knuckles right there. These knuckles. Yeah. So we got beginning. There we go. Wait, so I'm the bad guy, so you need to revoke.
Yeah.
Oh, nope, okay. All fluffy.
I'm gonna find out this brain for 2, 3,
And you come back.
1 leg, and then
And down. So actually, you should be on that side.
and then down. I'm getting
It's
it's
okay.
in direct.
So it's 1, 2, 3. Then you just come
Okay.
out like that.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So 1, 2. Wait. So for these, bad guy is aggressive. So create space by this one. You're shuffling backwards to create that space. So we go 1, 2. Okay. Then yes. Nope. Nope. This side. Yeah, because see how you're having to come around this way and then come through? We instead just want to go like that. Yeah.
I messed that one up.
You the bad guy. Got you. Okay.
Okay, yeah, you understand. I thought you meant you got me. No, you didn't. Okay. So. Okay. Still too much wrist.
It's hard to follow this heavy ass.
Watch wrong, sir.
You gotta jerk down. Walk. There you go. Go. Okay. So here we go. Okay. Try not to swing. Just
I'm practicing the last part where
yes.
you lunge in.
Mhm.
Okay. So, boom, 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 boom.
Then yes. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Let's move on to the next segment. And we've got, let's see, got fencing. We've got take him out. Okay. Now we've got the big one. So most of this one, this is the only time where you're like this. The only time where you're here, because we've gone from here to this. So this is the only time that the hook isn't forward. So this is where all y'all are wanting to come at me, and nope, like you're all from that angle. You're all over there, and so I'm going. No, you fucking will not come towards me, and then kick whoever gets close. Bam. So that's what's going on. Is I've got multiple people, and I'm just like, you are not going to do this, blah, and get them away from you. Whoever is closest to you is the one who gets the kick and the bam.
Wow.
So,
Bad.
that.
She's a pretty bad
1,
guy.
2, here get big helicopter, step to the side, kick, bam. Whoever gets it. Okay. Yeah, so give that one a try. You don't really need a partner on that.
Yeah.
No.
Forgot
no,
the backside.
No. Hey, I'm trying to do it like he did it. See, no.
So, 1, 2. Remember this part. So the best way to do it. Yes. Good. Okay. So you're close, but you're adding an extra under the arm than that. So you've got it close. But what you're doing is this. You're getting it here and then doing this. That's better. So basically, you just have to let it. Once you get to here, just let it swing out
Before it go.
rather than try to control it with your hips.
Oops, that hit me.
Right. So that's what I've seen is you're waiting to turn too late. So you're waiting till this and then turn. And that's going to kill some momentum. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Let's do the next segment. So we've got that. So now we go here. Boom. Now we're turning and deflecting. Okay. So if I'm here, I just cleared those guys out. The strut. You're going to have a. Let's do it with a stick, just so we can practice deflection. So you're going to be attacking with a, a grip like that. That's fine. So I hear you coming. I'm going bam, and then middle, then upper, then I step forward, across the face, hook the neck, pull down to knee strike, and then either teeth or throat with that one. Yeah. So when you can see it on at first this one doesn't look like anything, and it's in a way it's a progressive indirect because it'd be no different than if I stepped with the right and then went left. So that's what's going on. As I'm stepping this way, they think this is what's coming, so it's going to be here, bam, instead. Then hook, strike. For this, you'll start out this grip, rifle grip. So he thrusts, deflect, thrust mid, thrust face, and now so you keep these hands the same. Step forward with the right and go across the temple with that. Come back with the hook, hold down, knee strike to whatever, and then bam. Okay, so try that a few times. So bad guy, we can be bad guys this time. So you will be going over your left shoulder. Hold it in left rifle position. Left hand rifle position.
Like that?
Nope, that's right handed. Like I was talking about with chance forward. There you go. So yeah, you turn over your left shoulder and you knock this out of the way with the end of it, not with your hand. There you go. And then you come in, thrust mid, thrust face. Then you step with your right, bam, across this way. You're out. Yes. You're good. Boom. There you go. All right. So Levi, give that a try. Yeah. Give that a try. Yep. So yeah, you'll be coming forward. Left shoulder. Yep. Then thrust mid. Thrust mid with rifle grip. So bam, bam. Like bayonet thrusts. Boom. Step forward with right and come across with right. Hook the neck. Step forward there and bam. There you go. Okay. Then, yeah, we got that. Now we kind of reset positions. We should be back to the middle. So now we're going to be dealing with someone coming from. So we're here coming from the southwest. So
we're facing this way.
So we would be facing this way. So the person is coming from our left side. So your cane is in your right hand and the enemy's on your left. So Levi, yeah, like stand like I am. Yeah. So yeah. So that guy rushes towards us and we stop him dead right there. Bam. We come forward, bash in the top of the head, bash underneath at whatever we happen to hit. So it could be groin, solar plexus, chin, bam, bam, real fast. So 1, 2. He's stumbling backwards. We kick this leg to cause further instability. Yep. So then say he recovers a bit. That's when we go distraction back fist. So wave this right in front of his face and then hit. Whoop. Right there. Okay. So give that a try, you guys.
Okay. Got
So you have to be, face that way, in that hand. That not with your back to me, like I'll be directly to your left. There you go. So then come forward and you thrust with that hand. So bam to stop. grab with both hands. Yep, and that's a high-low. Bam, bam. There you go. Then a big hook kick with the right foot to attack down here. So then I recover a bit. Then you just raise this in your left hand. Raise it in your left. Yes.
It wasn't back then.
There you go.
It was first.
Yeah. But I got it now.
I repeated it too. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So,
Just to stab your stomach, that's it, right?
Yes. It's jab to the stomach, then you step forward. Bam, bam. Stay in your left hand stance.
Okay.
The reason for that is you're loading up for that hook kick. So it's jab, 1, 2, bam. Distraction backwards.
Here.
For this, just thrust with one hand to the left. Then you switch to this position. Bam, bam. Yep. And then you do the big hook kick. Hook kick first.
And look at the- that's what you
Bam. And then distraction backwards. Yep.
That's what it's supposed to switch to stomach. That's it, right?
Yes. All right. You get a chance. Yeah. Let me do that. Okay. So we did that. Distraction backwards. Then that's where we come around your right shoulder and deflect. So this is again somebody punching, but we'll use the cane. So you're just gonna thrust with that, bam, and come over the head. Don't get that close. So you'll be right there, over the head, tomahawk, 45-degree angle like this. Then come up to middle, jam face, bring it up, tomahawk down, tomahawk the other way, and that's that combo. So, bam, bam. So if you can, actually what I do on this is to get more oomph, I pull with this and slide down just like I'm chopping wood, and then expand it back the other way. So, yeah. So you bring it together and then bring it out again. That. And so you want to hit with that. Especially considering that if we're getting in a fight, you probably or if you have the opportunity for one, it's probably going to be one of these. So we don't really care about hitting with this because it's indestructible. But if you got the wood one and you're needing to tomahawk somebody, I wouldn't mind breaking that one because then I'd say I literally broke it in a life or death fight. I glue it back together and put it on the wall.
See if it would replace it if you broke it.
Yes. Yeah. So the combo on that one, again, you hear somebody coming behind us, you thrust, bam, tomahawk down, thrust mid, thrust face, tomahawk across, and then
Okay,
back
so
up.
start holding it like this.
Yeah, because the last combo that we did, we did the hook, distraction, back fist. Then we're right. Then you grab it this way. So double overhand, rock this way, and let it follow through up your back with the right hand on top. There you go. Because it'll be like this. It'll be here, block this way.
Here, you come around, right?
So we started here, overhand. Yeah. So double overhand with the hook this way, overhand. Yes.
Okay.
Then we come across this way. So, yep, it's here. Then we bring it over the back, and this hand just sits right here. Yeah. Then we tomahawk down, bam. Yep.
okay. Go through the other side.
So your right foot should be forward. So we started with the right foot here, and I'm going, bam, full big step, and then tomahawk down. And so tomahawk down, 45 right to left.
Right to left.
Bam, like this, like a samurai cut, like that. Yeah. So overhand. There you go. Here, follow through, and bam. Yep. Then we come up to two-handed grip, thrust mid, thrust face. Then we bring it up a little bit, tomahawk 45, bring it back on the same angle, and that's the end of that combo. So just pow, pow. Yep. Like an axe. Okay. Then let's see. That's actually hit. The rest of it's repeating. Yeah, because the only thing that you have to do is there's a couple times where you have to make a small adjustment in order to make it flow. So, as an example, when you
remembering the footwork, how to turn the king, when to change the grip, all that,
Yeah.
take into consideration.
So let me go through it real quick. Just gonna flow real quick. And I'll show you the places. Yeah, I'll show you the places where you make little adjustments. So we got the quick little bow here, middle.
Hold on for just a second.
You're just gonna film it while we talk.
Let me put you on Instagram.
Okay.
You're gonna go through the whole thing.
Yeah.
Are you gonna talk about it, or are you just gonna do it?
I'm gonna talk about
Like
it.
you transition along. He said, don't talk about it.
Let me get my other one.
Oh,
I am not gonna want to get up in the freaking morning.
that's all right. You don't like getting up in the morning.
You right. Somebody gotta go
All
pay
right.
bills.
Just
Somebody
like
gotta pay you.
you gotta pay your bills. This thing's taking forever. Go ahead and do your thing.
Okay.
This thing's just taking forever.
Okay. So yeah, you groin, bilgy.
Okay, wait. Now I can do it.
That sounds very good.
Oh yeah.
So you got groin, bilgy, thrust. 1, 2, follow through. Then midsection, face, hook punch, cool cue, hook, pull down, stomp the knee, switch the other direction, thrust, hook, hook, put down, jab, switch feet, bring it over the back, strike. And this is where you come right in position again because we're going to step forward, thrust mid, thrust face, hook, cool cue, grab, step, stomp, turn the other way, thrust, hook, hook, thrust, switch feet over the back, strike. And now this one, you transition to left forward with the hook to the side. Now we go that way, deflection, thrust, step forward, underneath, back fist, disconnect, up, down. Fencing position, parry, 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 post, hit, step back, over the head, toss to yourself, then 1, 2, behind the back, 3, kick, thrust, turn over left, deflection, thrust mid, thrust face, step with the right, come to the right, hook, knee strike, right here, then we put it down, look this direction, thrust, grab with both hands, high, low, hook kick, distraction, back fist. Come back over the right shoulder, here, follow through, tomahawk, thrust, thrust, tomahawk, tomahawk. And right here we transition to deflection, thrust, the throat.
While we're going this way now.
Yes, underneath, back fist, disconnect, up, down, left handed. 1, 2,
Couple
3,
bugs.
riposte,
Cicadas.
strike, strike, step back, or you're tossed to yourself. 1, 2, 1, 2, turn through side kick, thrust, right shoulder, deflect, thrust, thrust, step left, cross the face, here, knee strike, thrust, set it down. Gonna go this way now. Gonna come in, thrust, 1, 2, hook, traction, back fist, left shoulder, deflect, tomahawk, thrust, thrust, down, up. Come back to here, grind, bilgy, grind, 1, 2, Then as you switch, let's go here.
Just because he likes it.
Yes.
Wow, that was very impressive.
I feel like I know it now.
So you guys will learn this.
We will.
Yeah, keep on doing it.
We're more confident on that bird now.
And now you'll, once you learn it, pass it on to your students. Pass it on to your students
Them
when
kiss
you learn.
my ass. They gotta learn the way I learned, getting beat up.
It's your prerogative to teach them that way.
They'll be like, damn it, Sherrod, I didn't train you.
I saw a
fucking
video
shit,
today.
teacher.
Remember how I told you about the fight conditioning where, I get hit a little bit. I don't agree with the way it's like, but they actually have these kids, no protection, just got to put the gloves on. He was laying into it.
And adults and kids.
Well, teenagers, young teenagers and stuff practicing and actually, hitting him for
It's
real.
called hazing.
Like I would never train anybody. Like, if you want to condition your body, Trey's got that red guard in there. Put that on. Give me a black guard. I want head protection. I want you to be completely protected before I start beating you.
Yep.
This is how it has to be. But I would never train someone that way.
Yep.
I just don't think it's any competition just to work somebody who can't defend themselves.
That's true.
I
That's
want-
just a bully.
Especially somebody
No,
who's
that's why I'm
paying
not-
you to
it's
stand
not-
still and get hit. That's
I'll still say it over and over again. I believe in fight conditioning.
That's
If you're
fine.
truly, if you have never taken a serious hit in a serious situation, you don't know how to come back from it.
But that's what sparring's for.
That is what sparring's for.
It's to teach you to attack, and it teaches you how to act when you get hit.
That's what I did yesterday.
got hit.
Now,
You got your ass
which
No,
class?
I got hit and I hit back.
Which class are you sparring in?
Karate.
Okay. Freestyle sparring, or one step?
It's more free form, and it's like light sparring.
Okay.
It's all light contact sparring.
I believe in body conditioning too, but like, I don't believe in hurting yourself.
The only reason I've chosen not to spar with y'all because I tend to get passionate when I'm in there, and the last thing I want to do is actually start swinging harder.
Is that a
than I should.
threat?
Maybe.
Because I'm a second-degree black belt almost.
I'm
Yeah,
not
someone
scared.
did. Yeah, someone in a sparring class did that to me, and I got a bloody nose for it.
I'm getting ready to get out of here. I love y'all.
Hey,
What time is it?
It'd be 6:49. You got someplace to be?
I'm just asking, what are the students?
Huh?
No students coming today?
we are the students.
It's you guys. It's you guys' class today.
Got my ass kicked. I'm definitely going to get
You were looking fine.
Was I?
Yeah.
You
I'm
looking
still learning.
fine.
I didn't
Still
say it
learning.
that way.
I'm still learning, but I'm becoming more and more familiar because I'm trying to emulate the video that she sent.
Mhm.
If anything, what I learned is the easiest way to learn that form is not when you first learning it. Don't try to focus so much on the diagonal and plus sign.
Yeah.
Focus on getting all the way through the routine,
Yeah.
and then you can emulate it from that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can fix mistakes.
Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm learning. If I can learn the full form from front to back, to where you change directions and you start the form over again,
Yeah.
then that will make it easier for me to transition.
So Levi, grab those two handles that are sticking out there. Face that way. The bottom ones, the curved ones. Now, lower yourself like this. Lower.
Like pull up.
Yeah. Now you can do half pull-ups. So put your feet out, straight out. Hold your feet up.
Hold them up in an L.
Oh hell no, that's rough.
Those are like.
It's a
Right.
big
Can you
sit.
demonstrate for me?
Oh,
Sid?
no, I
See you
cannot.
Saturday,
Okay.
too,
I
fool.
cannot.
I'll see you gentlemen Saturday.
Okay.
See you Saturday.
Yeah.
I was gonna go, my aunt passed in Oklahoma, but I think I'm not gonna be able to make it. Too much stuff going on. Besides that, I need to make that extra money. So I'll be in. You gentlemen have a great day.
Okay.
Go.
6:45.
6:51. Not yet.
Not yet.
I ain't rain tonight.
It might. We got jaw wet now too.
Huh?
That jaw wet now.
It will. That's why I put it in there. I need to fix him. He's come loose from his face.
Yeah, it's still, I've been breaking them up.
Well, no, the
The
bottom.
whole body.
Oh, yeah.
It's come loose from the base. You can twist him on there. So I just need to
Oh.
pop him off and put some liquid nails in there. Stick him back on his face.
I remember one time, the guy was talking about how many fights he were in, how many fights he'd been in. And I actually saw him get provoked from some guy and end up having to actually fight. He couldn't take a hit.
If he's
Like, if there's so many
you know,
damn fights, you must have not got hit one time in any of them damn fights.
so you know what that tells me? It tells me two things. He's either a liar or he's sucker punching people.
It could be it.
Or he's been punched so many times that he's brain damaged, and now
Doesn't
when he gets hit, it's like
No, I
his
wouldn't.
button. His whole head is the button.
No, I'm
Yeah.
I'm saying that he's a dickhead one way or the other. He's either sucker punching people or he's never been a fight. He's a big liar.
So I do believe I found the source. I figured out the source of what my hand issue is.
Good.
It's a tendon strain from how I was doing the groin exercise. Yeah.
Your tendon strain in your hands for doing a
So,
groin
I'll show you what it
exercise.
is.
Yeah, groin
For not doing the flexibility exercises.
So he just swivels nonstop. So
All right.
You gotta do your wrist exercises, man.
All right. Listen, fuckhead. So
Just calls fuck.
got your
Yes.
fuckhead, fuckhead.
Yeah. It's basically you're lying on the ground, but you have it in between here like this. And what's happening is in doing the exercise,
Oh, you're letting your wrist sweat.
yeah,
Yeah, don't
or
do
even
that.
doing this, it puts a ton of strain on the wrist anyway.
It does,
So-
but it's not.
Right, and so it wants to do that, and that's putting a bunch of strain on the.
So no, you gotta keep curled around.
Well, and part of it is for the exercise that he actually is doing. He's got a smaller one. It's actually like this wide. So
He's a thin wood.
well, it just means that it fits in between your legs better. So I'm gonna figure out a different.
You're more flexible.
Yeah. So, well, it's just in order to not keep doing that to my wrists.
Just don't let your wrist like that.
Well, I'll see. I was thinking I thought I figured it out. I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Just because. Yeah, no, if you just get like this, it's not really gonna work.
So what's the exercise for? For your arms or for your legs?
You're crying.
Sit down in a chair.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, try to hold it that way. And I also do really like the one where you stick your knees in here and.
Nose! Nose got me. Ooh.
And try hitting the nose with your head.
No, I came in. I got my hair. I came back and
Oh, big ouch.
No, that skull is built like a real skull. I mean, it doesn't stick out.
the nose shouldn't be that strong.
That's the foam there.
Right. I don't know why they call that the puppy thing. It's not very funny.
That's everybody else. That's why they call it so. Everybody else thinks it's hilarious. Looking good.
It's been a long fucking day.
Been doing that all day. I think I've done that when I was
Jack's
a
was
young
up
guy.
at 4:30 this morning. So of course I
I've been up at 3:30 this morning.
was up with the boy, so everybody else can still sleep and wait to work.
Yeah, but you don't have kids. Kids are a strain. Physically, mentally, emotionally.
4:30 a.m. and kids.
And his kids are special kids, so they're even more of a
I
strain.
know I don't have kids, but you know, that's not really something to rub in my face.
Oh no, but.
Well,
Talking
maybe they're late one of these days.
You
and you'll have
value your
kids.
sleep. Don't have children.
Hopefully not the first try. I mean, that's.
Hopefully not,
There's no way
I
to have
was
kids in a
up.
single
I mean, I
bedroom
was up till like
apartment.
11:30 at night.
Sure there is, you got a girl first. She has the babies.
as long as your apartment doesn't look like shit, then you got a shot.
I was up till about
You've had that happen before. A
girl
girl went into your
When-
apartment and she said nope. And
When
turned right
I
around.
was a young man, I was a slob, big time slob. I smoked, drank alcohol, loved beer. So there was pizza boxes, beer cans, beer bottles on the floor. Ashtray was overflowing. You know, it stank in there, cigarettes and beer. And yeah, after this girl for the longest time, she finally agreed to come over. Opened the door, she stepped in like, no, turned right around. Oh, I don't know if you are, but I know I was.
I used to be a pretty good slob. Used to be. Used to be.
Oh, I don't. It bothers me now.
It
to have a
was
messy house.
only mainly because I was living with some people that didn't do the cleaning, so I got tired of doing all the cleaning, so I stopped cleaning. Then it was so bad that I went somewhere for 2 weeks, go camping with some friends. Came back, and the sink was so bad, there was something growing about that thing on the top of the surface of some water that's been there for a week or more.
Yeah.
I'm like, motherfucker, you left this last one. Sorry, man, I've been really busy. Doing what? Getting drunk? Shit.
See if they can't do any better than that, they just need to get out of
I'm
there.
more like roommates. I'm glad my wife
Yeah,
knows
get
how to
drunk's pretty
clean.
hard work.
You know, even with the fact there's 2 of us cleaning, we have 2 special needs kids. I'll get dishes done. 1 hour later, the fucking sink's full.
There was a time that I didn't wash a dish for 2 years because I was eating paper plates.
We're thinking about transitioning to paper plates just so we don't have so many dishes with our kids.
Now you said you don't send them to vacation Bible school or anything.
No, it's not. No,
you
we're
said-
pagan. Why would I send them to Bible school?
There's probably a pagan vacation.
No. Not in Kansas.
Not in Kansas.
There's this oasis. That
Yeah, I
meets over
put
here.
my
That's a pagan
no.
church.
No.
Like,
It was bad enough
It's
with
a
the
pagan-
city was a baby. We took it to the
it's
YMCA
pagan church.
That's so broad,
place,
I don't
and they
even
didn't
know
even
what
change the damn
It's
title.
a non-Christian religion. It's called oasis.
that could be anything.
No. They are specifically atheists.
What's
It's
the
a
point?
church of atheists.
What's the point?
Gather together, man. Just like the Bible says.
What did they sing for worship songs? Shout to our void on the earth, let us
I
sing.
doubt if they sing the worship songs.
Empower and
They're-
they're praise to nothing.
They're atheists. They don't worship anybody. But they do get together and talk about stuff.
Sounds like a mutual appreciation society.
I don't know if they appreciate each other. Maybe they hate each other. I got no idea.
Yeah, it's like the church of not believing in anything sounds kind of weird.
That's what you need to go over there. You know, Sundays, bring your little happy ass over here and go to the.
As long as they sing to the kids. Roll,
They're
roll,
actually
roll, roll,
Satanists.
gently down the reef.
They're not Satanists. They're atheists. If they believed in Satan, they would be Satanists.
A lot of Satanists are atheists.
Satanists believe in
No.
They use Satan as a metaphor.
No, you can't believe in a God and still be atheist. It's just not possible.
I'm talking. It's like there's at least a branch of Satanism that I know of that is more of a metaphor for not religion.
But it doesn't correspond with atheism because the fact that if you're fucking atheist, you don't believe in any higher power,
Right.
Satan or whatever.
Right.
So it makes no sense to me.
I'm your
Call them punk rock atheists.
I'm your typical atheist. I believe in no higher power other than myself. I'm a very typical atheist. No, I'm not interested in going to their services.
Right. Because what's the point?
I don't need to
I am a
meet with a bunch of
spiritualist
people.
through and through. I follow what we've been given in our life, and that's the planet. So it's on it.
Who gave it to
Life
you?
on it. Whoever left
Nobody
it here for us.
gave it.
Whoever left it here for us. The energies of the cosmos, whatever you want to call it, whatever built our planet, whatever built our solar system, I thank it. Whether it be higher power or just natural cause, I thank it. Because without the resources of this planet, we couldn't have anything we have.
Well, not on this planet.
That's what I'm saying.
Not in this dimension.
The
I think
glasses,
it'll be
the
really
glasses
messed
on
up.
your face, the clothes on your back, the food that we eat, we wouldn't have it without this planet.
Think the government.
I am
Made by the resources of the planet.
I am surprised that nobody has made a movie about what we might find on I think it's the fifth moon of Jupiter.
Yeah,
The one,
well, you
the
know,
one that has an ocean.
They find out, they make
Even
movies.
if we
they make
do
movies
find
on
water
those.
on that planet, it doesn't mean it's going to be usable water.
No, that's not the point. They're talking about how current, like they said, it's basically the entire outside is encrusted with ice,
Right,
but the inside is a warm core,
right.
meaning that
But-
there could be fish.
There could be
There
fish.
could be at
There
maximum,
could be
at
life
minimum, there could be
There
microbiological
could be.
stuff.
Could be.
In which case, do not fucking bring samples home. It'll kill us
Because
all.
it would kill us all. Probably.
Well,
If it was able to adapt to our environment.
Like
Somebody
compound
will,
lines,
yeah,
stars.
some piece of it will evaporate. Somebody will breathe it in, and then we'll have Jupiter's disease.
there's plenty of movies with show like that.
Yeah, but I was talking about going there and then finding sea monsters.
Yeah,
in the deep.
Gattaca is about that.
Probably like Mon Calamari, like on Star Wars.
Oh, that'd be fish people. That'd be fucked up.
They had the name of octopus people.
Yes.
Well, they
Squid.
did.
Calamari, that's what octopus is.
Squid.
Hello, camera. How does my back look?
It's,
I'm
Am I
not sure
sweaty?
as far as the squid.
Calamari's a octopus.
It's like that. It kind of looks like a squid.
I think I'm gonna go see my mom. I'm gonna see my mom.
See what it looks.
Let's go see how she's doing. She spent those, 4 weeks in the hospital with pneumonia and stuff like that. So I know she's still getting her strength back and shit like that.
I respect it.
So, go through this
bad
a
as
few
her
more
nose.
times.
She's supposed to be on oxygen. He should not be smoking fucking cigarettes. She's supposed to be on oxygen. Well, Mom, why are you smoking cigarettes? You weren't smoking cigarettes until John died.
How old is she?
75, 76.
And she's sick. Is she overweight too?
A little bit.
How little?
Eh,
10 pounds, 50 pounds, 100 pounds?
About 58 pounds.
That's more than a couple of weight. that's
I don't know. I don't ask my mom how much she weighs.
well, just asking. How tall is she?
She's short little lady. 5'6", 5'7".
Can you put your arms around her?
When I get the chance to hug her, yeah.
Is she real fat?
And she's a
She's
blueberry.
she's not a blueberry.
No, she's not. I can't roll her down the hill. But she's about to go through dual knee replacement surgery.
Is she healthy enough to do so?
She's waiting for her approval. So she's doing her test, she's doing everything her doctors say. You know what, she has the green light, and they say she's okay.
Do it now before they tell you no.
My sister's moved in with her to help her through it.
About the only time that you can get a joint replaced without prior okay is because of an
It's
accident.
not ill. I was like, Mom's getting them both done at once. She's like, yeah, I don't give a fuck, I'm getting it done. I'm like, okay.
Does she understand
I feel
how
sorry
difficult
for
this is?
Shelley.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for Shelley and the shit she's got to go. I used to live with that woman. And that woman could be a pain in the ass living with.
Now remind her she probably won't be able to get up to go to the bathroom.
Probably not. Probably not. But she's a tough woman. She'll figure it out.
Well, or
She'll get her little rollator, or she'll get her electric wheel cart or something. She'll figure it out.
well, she's going to have to
She'll
get
build.
up.
She'll build a potty into her chair.
She'll still have to get up to get into it.
She'll figure it out.
She'll have to buy a TV. Right.
Doing this karate for him, too.
To the ants in the ground.
Like looking down, right?
I'm looking at
Looking
Well,
straight
your
at
feet, why, you don't know what your feet's
He
doing?
gets mad at me if I don't look a lot horizon.
Always
It also helps with your balance.
Yeah.
I haven't done base form 1. You got me wanting to do
just
my
have no respect for
taekwondo
any
base
other
form
idea.
1.
No.
Huh?
You just have no respect for any other idea.
I've done American freestyle, Goju, Taekwondo. I've done a lot of karate.
I haven't done base form 1 in forever.
Like being in 10th grade, going back to 4th. I really liked the playground when I was 6. So I'm 42 and I'm going to go back and sit in the playground. Swing on the swing.
What I learned is
You
if
sound
you
like
swing,
young Forrest Gump.
what I find is that if you're a grown person and try to swing on those damn swings,
Oh, it pinches your ass real bad.
well, but also just you have so much more mass to you that swinging on that thing at full speed knocks you out.
Well,
It's like all
you know,
the blood goes out of your head.
The flat swings are okay. It's those rubber ones that.
Yes.
Oh my God! A grown human being
Yeah,
in one of those,
it's
it's like, ow, fuck, that hurts.
Yes. Yeah, but like, yeah,
Get
it's just,
those balls of those chains in the side of your hips and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
But then like you swing, and then it's like you got so much more weight to you than you did when you were 11. That it's like, yeah, you get up there, it's like, I'm gonna barf. I mean, this is just way too swingy. Way more G-force is going on here than I used to have.
Well, I don't know about that, but
Oh yeah. Well, force, I guess. Yeah, forces. Because mass times acceleration. So you try to swing at the same speed you used to.
Sure. Okay. You got anywhere? Teaches you to hit where you're supposed to hit.
to answer your question, Levi, if it'll help you in a fight, I don't care what you do. If it won't, it's useless in my opinion. Now, just my opinion. If it doesn't help you in a fight, it's useless.
Which is basically what Bruce said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody break your back glass on your.
No, it's never had one.
Never had one.
That's not 22 years old.
They pay attention to it. Get your new store
It's
door.
very rarely ever closed.
Get your
I
new
have it
store
chained
door.
open. Why?
It's so enclosed back there.
You give me extra work, man. Give me extra work.
That's always a funny thing. Like
Sure as hell don't want to spend the money.
when like TV shows and stuff don't know little details like that. It's like not everywhere do they have storm doors on their houses. It's just, and to me that's always seems weird. Like when just there's a door and no second door, and but like sometimes they'll set something in Kansas or in the Midwest and there isn't a storm door, and we all just go wrong.
That's
Yeah.
Anybody that's been through a winter here wants a storm door.
Oh, yeah.
You know, at the apartments, you know,
I think
Right.
that's some rain coming season.
Yeah.
it has cooled down a little bit.
Yeah. Smell the dust in there.
That's all right.
Oh. Go see my mom today.
So what rank or what belt are you now?
Green.
Green?
He has his own ranking
Yellow and then
system.
green?
What?
Yellow and then green?
No, he has his own ranking system, kind of like how we do.
Well, what number then?
Well, so far, like, I was in like a white belt last time, but see, like, he gives us stripes every time he thinks we've earned them. Like, I think I've got almost like 10 stripes before he tested me for green. Yeah, he'd have us do the katas, the strikes and blocks, and then 250 push-ups and sit-ups. And yeah, it's pretty much like a grueling test that, like, how well we can do the forms if we're exhausted. And yeah, then we're awarded with the green belt.
How many katas you got to learn?
I've learned 2, I think, to get the green belt.
Base form 1 and 2.
Yeah.
I don't know what they call them, but that's basically what they are, is base form 1 and 2.
In the
We call them forms or katas.
Muay Taekwondo, there was 12. What did ATA have? That was before black belt. You had to know 12 before black belt.
I have to go through them all. Some of the belts are stupid. So there's the white, orange, yellow, camouflage, green,
Some people use camouflage.
green,
Bill uses camouflage.
My uncle
green,
really doesn't teach for that.
purple, blue, brown, red, black, and then you're at black belt. So 11.
10 before black belt.
All I know is that my
11.
uncle said before he died that I was probably the equivalent of a brown belt or second degree brown belt.
And Goju-Ryu, there was 8 before you took your black belt test.
He never tested me. We never did any testing.
Yeah, we're
Taught me the
we're an
technique
American
for 15 years.
system.
So,
Yeah.
We're an American system, American Goju.
Yeah.
Goju-Ryu and Taekwondo with a few more applications on it. Yeah.
I took Taekwondo for about a year and a half under Master Kim for about a year and a half. Yeah, Mr. Kim, Master Kim. But the
Funny about Mr.
the-
Kim, when he left Seoul in 1976, he left as a black belt. When he landed in California, just 3 days later, he was a master. Funny how that works out.
He did a lot of
Well-
training on that plane.
Funny how that works, ain't it?
I did train also more Taekwondo under a man named Timothy Collins, who got arrested.
Who was his
for-
sparring partner? The flight attendants?
I don't know if you ever
Yeah.
heard of Timothy Collins. It's probably before your time, probably before your
I know
time.
Tim Collins.
But he got
The
thrown,
pedophile?
he got thrown in jail for
Yep.
diddling his students.
Yep.
So,
Yep, and he should be.
and he used me for demonstrations because I was so good at breaking stuff. I did the whole block of ice thing with my head. And I was a spectacle when it came to demonstrations and shit like that. So, but then I found out he was tutoring little girls. I was like, I can't train under you no more. It was about 4 weeks after I quit. He got arrested.
You in front of the camera.
Well, then y'all need to learn about it. 'Cause he was a
Looking
bad man.
at Chet's butt.
One of those.
Get out here, go see Mama.
I am.
Yeah, Saturday.
Don't
know, I know.
Everything works out. My kid's going to go to the splash pad. I might take him in the morning tomorrow. I don't know what's going on.
The one down south. the delivery.
More over on Maze Road.
Oh, there's one down south too. Down close to your haunted house.
The house is north.
I thought it was down south.
No, it's 4200 block of tower.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm talking about the one over by
Meridian.
Watson.
No, further south, Meridian.
Oh, okay. No, that's not us.
But anyway, there's a splash pad down there too.
We have one just like Central and Maze Road.
Well, not a splash pad. They call it a splash. They call it something
Splash down.
But it's in one of those sand pits.
Oh,
It's in one of
no,
those
this
lakes.
is just a little flat
Oh, that
concrete with.
Yeah, you mean like with all the floating
Yeah, they got those giant inflatable
inflatables in
floaty
the
stuff.
lake.
Oh no,
Yeah.
this is just a flat concrete with water fountains.
So it's basically a whole bunch of fountains designed
fountains for the
splash
kids
in.
to play in.
But yeah, so
Like what they have downtown.
like that's an obstacle course in the water.
My kids
Yeah.
love going there, and they're still trying to get our pool fixed, and the rain's slowing down, the pool's opening up. So
They're all.
not all of them, not ours.
Oh, at your apartment?
Oh, that.
So we're still waiting for.
That's private. That's not.
right. The public pool should be open.
Down in front of the Warren Theater downtown, that's open.
Yeah.
The splash pad down there, but all the public pools are open.
All right, guys. We'll see y'all later. Hopefully Saturday. Love
Yeah.
y'all.
Yeah, you got my text about the Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, and I just wondered how you know what it's like to feel those things. Now, I've felt some of those things.
Got the
Those are
wrong
good.
shoes on.
Oh, whoops. What?
That was good.
I disagree.
Apparently, it made him sick.
Well, I said what it felt like was to be on acid and have ADHD at the same time.
And you've never been either. So, how the hell do you know that?
So I would assume that being on acid is everything is super bright, flashy colors all the time.
Not necessarily.
And seeing things flashing around all over the place. that
Not
aren't there.
necessarily.
You probably shouldn't watch the second Incredibles movie.
I watched that. That was fine. It's like every single shot is just so busy that it's like maybe it would be okay on a TV screen, but in a theater where the screen is this much of your vision, it was just overpowering. And the theater that we saw it in hadn't gotten the updated sound mix because what happened is everybody complained about it and I had read that Sony had sent out a revised version of it, but apparently our theater in McPherson didn't get it because it's very hard to hear anybody talking. It's like the dialogue track is too quiet relative to the music
Oh, I
and
hate
sound
those.
effects. Yeah, and so there's one guy who is like he's supposed to be some punk rocker Spider-Man from England, and it's like he's got a really thick British accent, and so it's like and he's quiet, so it's like it's like I can't hear half of what you're saying. But
a bit of an anarchist.
well, yeah, but it's like I couldn't hear what he was saying, and the things I could hear were done. So it's like, but Yeah, I just basically another thing that happened was some of the most important conversation scenes, the most emotional ones. Um, they decided what they were going to do was change the entire color scheme for every single shot, and the background changes every single shot. So it's just supposed to be an intense conversation between the girl and her dad. And every time, and the two times that she has that conversation, it's like, so in this shot she's orange, in this next shot then he's blue. She's green now, he's purple and yellow, and the solar system's behind him. And now you talk to her, and it's spinning triangles, and it's like, this is a really important conversation, and every single shot is a different color, and it just, yeah, you can't handle it. It's like
Actually, bright colors make you sick.
well, no, it's the switching back and forth. It's like I can't. It's like keep
You
things.
would not like a disco. They had strobe lights in those things.
That's fine, but I mean, it's like
And
no, I'm
throwing
talking.
in different
No,
colors. and
I'm
all
I'm
kinds of
talking
stuff.
about like full color changes, complete.
Yeah.
So it's not like they just cast a new light on it. It's just
There
she
was-
literally turns blue. Her skin turns blue.
There was a
Yeah.
disco called Pogo's.
Yeah.
Back in the 70s, I used to frequent. They had a light up dance floor. It was glass blocks
Mhm.
that lit and
Yeah,
changed
I've seen
color
them.
with the beat of the music,
Mhm.
or they could beam straight up a single color.
Yeah.
And then they had the strobes and then the disco lights and all kinds of shit going on. And
Yeah.
if you could survive that without puking.
Yeah. It's like I'd prefer to is basically what it was they got so excited about making the animation as complex and as stimulating as possible.
Do you want to do anything?
Yeah.
Because you did get here, you have been here over 2 hours. So it's up to you.
Did we go through the game form one more time?
Okay. And my thought was if they had just animated it normally, nobody would have really cared because the story wasn't very strong.
So they should just animate it like they did last one.
Basically tone it down a little bit. Yeah.
It's not a superhero movie, then it's toned down.
You don't know what I'm talking about.
You got a point.
Look up some screenshots of that movie.
I didn't like the last one, the Spider-Verse. I probably won't watch it.
Right, so it was that dialed up 10 more degrees.
It wasn't how they did it. I just didn't particularly care for the story. I
Yeah.
thought it was kind of dumb.
Okay, let's get further
I had
apart.
to get over like 95% on Rotten Tomatoes on the audience score.
Couldn't tell you, but I didn't like it.
No, I moved over on purpose. Just because otherwise for the big swingy part, we're gonna hit each other. So, okay,
I don't pay attention to critics. That's the whole thing.
yep. Okay. Practice. Yeah.
That's what the squirrels think of my apples. I brought back a couple of them and put them in the feeder and they threw them away.
Yeah. This shit.
This shit ain't right yet. Come on here. Looking pretty good, Levi. Looking pretty good.
What about me? Am I looking good?
You came up with it.
Oh,
You
yeah.
better. I don't need to give you a compliment. I need
Why
to give
not?
you more criticism.
No. I live on compliment.
Sorry, you're gonna starve to death around me.
Yeah, pretty much society lives on compliments, but
Men never get any.
yeah, that's a good point.
I disagree.
Yeah, let me just.
I don't give undeserved compliments.
I said men don't get any.
I don't give undeserved compliments.
You talking about give.
Yeah.
I'm talking about get.
I don't.
I said men don't get compliments.
I don't give compliments to people who don't deserve them.
Yeah.
It's not just to women that I give compliments to. If the guy looks good, I say, hey, dude, you look good. Compliment.
Nuh-uh.
So if I've never told you that, what does that mean?
It means that you don't call me that.
I don't. I've never seen you in a three-piece with a fedora, so I don't know if you look good or not anymore.
I was confused for a second and I tried to imagine what a three-piece swimsuit would look like.
What's that new Indiana Jones themed outfit?
I haven't seen it.
I don't know either.
I was just asking because, like, I picture someone at the beach trying to be Indiana Jones.
Well, he doesn't wear three-piece.
God, I hope not.
Maybe in the classroom he did.
We're talking about
They-
different
they
things.
wouldn't
He's
wish.
imagining a swimsuit too. He doesn't know that
You guys are just perverted. I don't know about you.
three-piece is a suit.
Yeah, I know.
Pants, vest, jacket.
Yeah. I remember that was such a funny thing, just how short-sighted, how long-sighted someone can be, and how short-sighted someone can be. There's a famous quote of Tesla, where he was talking. He basically was talking about. He predicted smartphones. Yeah, he said like someday we're going to be able to have access to as much information as we want, and we'll be able to talk to anybody as though they're right there. And then here's where, say, somebody's so forward-thinking, and yet not enough in another area. He said, and it'll be something so small that we'll all be able to carry it in our vest pockets. It's like never considering that we wouldn't wear vests
But
anymore.
there's still a lot of people that do wear vests.
Yeah, but I mean, just in general, the general population doesn't wear a vest as an everyday wear. They wear it for special occasions.
So he may not
Well,
have been.
I used to wear
But
vests.
back then, everybody wore a vest.
He
on
may not
principle.
have been forward-thinking as far as fashion. is
Right. I just think it's funny. Like he could nail it with that, and then never even considered the idea that we wouldn't wear vests
I wear vests.
today.
Well, not today.
Do you put your cell phone in your vest?
Yeah, in the pocket.
Utility workers all wear vests. And yes,
No,
they
damn
do
well.
put their phones in their pockets, because I did.
Yeah, but North Face.
So there. Yeah.
Yeah, but North Face vest.
So maybe he was just thinking about those orange vests,
Uh-huh.
and he was very forward-thinking.
Nope.
Bikers wear vests.
Now you're just making that shit.
I'm not making it shit. Bikers wear vests.
You know damn well what I'm talking about.
Or the red pump vests like Marty McFly.
That was actually, I used to have one of those.
Yeah.
It's called a core coat. It's just a sleeveless jacket. Really keeps you warm. You don't need the sleeves usually.
Yeah.
I love it when
What is it
mosquito
like?
decides to go straight in your ear.
Probably a fly. Mosquitoes are not good. I mean, swat flies.
I mean, some sort of unknown insect flies in your ear. There you go.
I'm not a mosquito.
They caught me, yeah.
Well, if y'all are done,
Yeah.
let's lock this shit up. Gather up all of them. I don't know where they all are.
Oh, yeah.
There should be 4 things. No, I mean, it's probably.
That was a pretty damn good movie until I figured out that it was a fake.
Oh, yeah? They had you tricked?
The very first time I saw it,
Yeah.
because that was the first time, you know, that they had done that kind of photography.
They invented the found footage genre.
Yeah.
And that was a flash in the pan. That had a moment there where there's like 7 or 8 big movies that came out that were found footage, and then everybody just collectively decided not to do that again.
Right.
What movie?
Blair Witch
The
Project.
genre of it looks like somebody found a video camera and we're watching the footage that's on the video camera. So like, there's a couple like Blair Witch, Paranormal Activity.
Yep.
That sci-fi one, Earth the Echo. Yeah, there were lots, and so there were 3 Paranormal Activities, and those are all found footage. And so yeah, it's just like they film it, but they make it look like it's on a camcorder, and that like so the characters have the camera and are walking around with it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just looks like a regular.
Yeah.
And at the time, it was a.
But so then
camera.
it's for horror movies, it's good because it shocks you when they use any kind of special effect because it's like at the end of Paranormal Activity 3, which is funny because it's 2 because I never saw the first one, and so like at the end, finally the demon possessed lady goes in there and she just palm heals someone into the ceiling, so she just goes up and goes bam, and his body flies through the ceiling, gone, like just bam, and it's out of nowhere. So. Or like they're standing in the kitchen and like so it's dead silent, and then suddenly every single cabinet door blasts open simultaneously with the It was
The Blair Witch, they would have the camera pointed right at their eyes.
yes.
I don't know, something's chasing us.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, how can we see what's chasing you?
Well, that's the whole point is that you as the audience can't see.
And then they'd hear some rustling going on, and and then that camera would flip upside down, and they're looking at the bottom of a tree. You know?
And then their body gets dragged across the screen in the background, stuff like that. So it's like super suspenseful. And then
I thought it was real, and then I was like, no.
yeah, there were stories about people getting really motion sick during that, like throwing up, because